Hello everyone, welcome back to Napoleonic Wars, the Napoleonic Wars World Cup 2021. And we have a confrontation between the English and the Spanish. So we're looking forward, I believe this might be quarter or semi-final, but either way we're looking forward to some serious melee action between these two teams of fine meleeers getting themselves set up. And here we have R1 Blaz. And who else do we have on the... There's Alatriste. Carlitos. There's Vamos. Oh god, it's going to be horrendous. I'm so sorry guys. Charlini. And here is the same guy. Oh, here we go. Dozy doing. In the centre. There's Retimar. And we have Hertz. Morris. Water. There's Bagans. Who's over here. Here's Cash. And watching over is Shady. Looking very lovely today. So. There we go. The round will be beginning any second now. Welcome to another battle courtesy of the Napoleonic Wars World Cup between Spain and England. Let's see. Let's have a look at the pings. English pings, looking good. Spanish pings, some are a little higher. But still, I mean, look at some of the English pings. 16, 16, 16, 16. That's going to be a major advantage for them. Because obviously the difference between a 16 ping and a 50 ping, you know, almost 2-3 times the difference. It can make all the difference, especially in a reflex related game such as melee combat is in this particular game. So, we're waiting for everyone to get ready, and then the off will be given. And the melee combat will commence. Just checking, making sure everything's working fine, which it is, apparently. Right. Now, we're just getting ready to go. Both the teams are ready. Or appear to be ready. Look at them, that nervous energy that you always see in Napoleonic Wars players. Itching to get into the fight. The English team, no less different than them. The Spanish, also that nervous energy. Axiom there. There's Python. It's Bagans. Very, very quiet. Almost Zen-like. Voluble. Shady. And here we go. It looks like the Spanish are ready. And the first round of this battle between melee behemoths is about to begin. And we also give a shout out to everybody else who's in chat and in spectator mode. Here we go. Now you can see the English getting a bit aggressive in the centre there. A nice kill on the right flank of the Brits. That forces them to go round, and they're going to start to try and envelop the Spanish, which is exactly what's going to happen now. The Spanish are on the back foot and the Brits are getting in nastily, doing the damage that needs to be done. Wow. A very strong start by the English there. Getting a bit aggressive, getting a fine kill on their right flank, enabling them to essentially circle around and attack the Spanish from the side flank. meaning the Spanish had to fight on 2 directions, immediately putting them at a disadvantage. Let's see how the next round goes. Don't forget, first to 15. And we wait for everyone to get ready. The nervous energy. Down there. See what I mean? There we go. England are ready. Waiting on the Spanish. There we go. And we're off. Look at this. The right flank of the English being a little less aggressive. The left flank of the English is starting to push against the Spaniards quite hard, and they've managed to collapse that left side. Now the Spaniards are on the back foot, being attacked from multiple directions. Oh, beautiful stab and turn there by the Spanish, turning the initiative of the game around a little bit. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. But no, it's not looking good for the final man standing. That was Marquez. And he was horribly murdered. And there was a moment there where you saw the initiative move from the English to the Spanish. And unfortunately for them, the Spanish, they then lost it back again to the English as they started to get a couple of kills in there. Change the numbers, the population around, and we're able to then push that advantage 2-on-1 for most situations. Whoops-a-daisy. Little bit of a little bit of a had of it. Right. The Spanish are ready. And we are a go. Here we go, watching. Look at that. The English have got quite pushy right in the centre. And they've started to separate people off. 4-3 now. Now you can see 2 members of the Spanish trying to defend that right flank, and now it's, look, 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Now they're moving over to support their teammate here, who managed to survive as long as he could, and sadly for Alastriste, he could not push back against that many English coming at him, which is understandable. The nervous energy, look at it, I love it. Just can't help themselves. Look at this. Charlini, Carlitos, Marquez, Alatriste, and R1. We'll call him R1 Baz. Who else is in here? We've seen Charlini. There's Retamar. There's Vuamos. So we're waiting for the ready. Again, with 3 rounds on the board for the Brits. Or the English, I should say. We'll wait and see. The Spanish managed to take back initiative here. And they've lost one. They've lost one already over on the far left-hand side. And now you can see them literally just paring back the numbers. Separating the 2v1. Separating them so they essentially end up on the 2v1. Oh, beautiful replies coming in from the Spaniards. But it's going to be a really nasty situation. Look at this. Oh, Carlitos with a fine stand there. Tried to stop him for as long as he could, but he was just overwhelmed by the sheer weight of numbers. So, let's just watch things from an English standpoint. See how their line works. And they're off. So, you can see here, getting a little bit aggressive in the centre on the right flank, the left flank. It's pretty equal. Now look at that. That centre kill has been important. Now it enables them to break off. Oh, 2v1. And now a 1v1 situation, 3v1. And now they're literally just pairing off the numbers, making sure that each member of the Spanish team is being double teamed, making it very, very hard for them to fight back in an aggressive way. The problem is they're basically immediately on the defensive. They're trying to defend themselves from multiple stabs coming in, and you can only do that for so long against so many people. So by paring down those numbers as quickly as they possibly can, it means that it gives them the numerical advantage to start focusing 2-on-1. When you're focusing 2-on-1 in a melee combat, then the two are probably going to get a definite advantage. And once it's down, there's even less. See, look, there's kills left, right, and right. And now again you can see the English literally just paring away some of the key numbers and then focusing attention, along with a nice team kill in the middle, focusing all of their attention onto the remaining players. So 2v1 becomes 3v1 becomes 4v1, and it's like trying to hold water back. It's one of those kind of flows that you can't stop. Let's watch from the Spanish point of view, as they are down by 6 rounds right now. Be nice to see them get a score on the board. Let's see. Oh dear, excuse me, sorry. Right. Okay. So, they're just sorting a few things out. The boys, however, are still waiting for the off. And so are we. There we go, the Spanish are ready. And it's off. Now look at this, you can see the line is starting to twist already. Very aggressive push in the centre there by the Brits. You can see them focusing their attention. 2v1. And look at this. Nice reply in kind. And the Spanish are doing a number on the Brits this time. This is going to be interesting to see. As now, if they can finish off that final Brit, they can. Now it's a 3v2 situation. The Brits are now on the back foot. They are starting to defend themselves against multiple attacks. They can pin off one person. That's exactly what they do. 2v1 situation right now. It's a 1v1 right now between Cash and Alatriste. And he's got to be careful. He's trying to stop him getting in behind him. Oh, a nice block as he goes in for a stab from behind. And now you can see them starting to try and get that all-important sidestabbing. A nice block as a parries it away there. And look at this beautiful stuff coming in from both these boys. Cash continuing to push the point. Alatriste, look at him. He's defending. Another nice block. Tries to go in for a little bit of a stun if he can. Goes in for the kick there by Cash. And they're still fighting. Look at this. This is just glorious stuff, these two boys. Alatriste and Cash fighting. And they pull back and they take a breather. Just to try and see if they can get that advantage. Let's see. Cash continuing to try and Renagle get in that nasty little side stab, which is exactly what he's doing. He keeps going round his opponent to try and get that side stab in and do the damage. But his opponent, Baptiste, is literally staying on top of that movement. And Alatriste, sorry, not Baptiste, gets the kill. Holy crap. Alatriste with a fantastic kill right at the end. Holy moly, that was the first score on the board for the Spanish team, and what a round it was. Fantastic moment there from Alatriste. So, what will occur now? Will the Brits be fired up? Wanting revenge? Will the Spanish, their morale raised, start to capture more rounds from the English? We'll have to wait and see what the outcome is. As right now we are waiting for the teams to get the ready, the off, the go, the start. Both the English and the Spanish literally want to get in there. Times are wasting. As we wait. Not much you can really do about that. Just wait. Tick. Tock. Yeah, isn't it always the way when... Especially if you're in bed and you can't sleep. Here we go. I'll talk about that after. Anyway, as you can see now, the Brits, you can see them immediately trying to separate off, looking for an advantage to get that kill in, so it's a 2v1 situation. And now the Brits are fighting back pretty damn hard. Look at them crowd over the Spaniards as they try and defend themselves. Then moving on to a 2v1. Look at that now, it's a 3v1 over there and a 2v1 over here. And this is the real difficult thing here. Oh my goodness. And poor Retamar there finished off at the end of that. After a brave fight. Against the onslaught. The ensuing hordes of English. Bunch of pikeys, a lot of them. So. See what I mean? They just can't, they can't not be busy with their hands. They just... Yeah. God only knows what they were like as teenagers. But anyway. So we'll move on from that. But the fight is now underway as you can see here the French... Oh, sorry, the Spanish pushing the centre maybe a little bit more. They've managed to get a kill on one of the Brits. And the Spanish are starting to separate their numbers off. Look at this. There's a 2v1 situation over here, 1v1, along with a 4 versus 3, and it's all merging together into the centre. And look at this. Some of the some of the Spanish keep falling, and this is a nasty situation now for the Brits. Look at that. Along with a nice team kill to accentuate the point. That was a really hard-fought battle there between the English and the Spaniards. With the Spaniards winning the round, getting another score on the board with a nice display of comeback melee skills. A glorious thing to observe. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah. Pedro. Now, from Portugal. So he must be a ringer. And we are looking at volleyball, shady, water, python, Bagans, axiom, and cash on the end. Over in the attic. Now look at this, the way they separate out the numbers. Get that kill in the centre, immediately start to break through the centre and start the... Oh, heavens. See, this is the thing that's really, really difficult for the Spanish to fight back against. Is that they look to get an early kill right in the centre, the English do. They get an early kill in the centre, immediately enable him to change the focus from it being a 1v1 situation for most of the players to being a 2v1. They then start to push that 2v1. If they can kill that other player, then those two players can then move aside to make it a 3v1 and a 3v1 sort of thing. Or 3v2, something along those lines. But essentially what they're doing is they're splitting off the Spaniards as quickly as they possibly can. As soon as they get a kill, immediately if they're not fighting versus 2, they will refocus their attention onto one of the people who may be fighting a 1v1. Immediately change the initiative there. Let's see if we can put it into action, if I know what I'm talking about. It's a distinct possibility. And look at that. Looks like they've lost one of the 4 of the Spanish. And now you can see, look at them, and see what I mean about the closing down the enemy, getting it from a 1v1 to a 4v1 situation. And that's the nasty stuff going on right there. Now, let's wait and see. So we've also, yeah, Carlitos seems to have come in as somebody from Canada. So I won't ask. But anyway, they're off. Now let's see. Watch the centre. That centre needs to be watched. There we go. The Brits have lost one in the centre. Immediately starting. They've lost 3 already. Holy crap. This is really bad news for the Brits right now. And look at that now. The Spanish are doing to the Brits what the Brits have done to them several times. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Can he survive? He can only survive for so long. That was just brutal. That was cash who was well and truly spent by the time that round was over. 9-3 in favour of the English versus the Spanish in this Napoleonic Wars World Cup match. Vive indeed. So, Spanish are ready. We should be ready any minute. And underway. Yeah, okay, viving. No viving, more fighting. And there we go. There we go, the centre already starting to buckle now on the English side. They've lost a man in the centre. Now the Spanish can start focusing 2-on-1. You can see here, I'm trying to separate those numbers. There's a 3v2 that side. There's a 1v1 in the middle, and there's a 2v1 in the middle. Immediately they repurposed, they've killed the people in the centre. And the murdering has continued over here on the far line. That's the kind of thing we're talking about. That's the brutality of melee combat in Napoleonic Wars. You can't always fight an entire army. You can try, but you won't succeed. Anyway. 10-3. In favour of the English versus the Spaniards. Place I've never been, unfortunately. Always wanted to visit Spain. Amazing place full of much, much history. Now, let's wait and see. Oh dear. Pedro seems to have passed out. Oh, there we go. He's back. Oh, it looks like he's been replaced by Ribaz. Now, is that Macheta or Meseta? Anyway, I'm not 100% certain. And we're off. Look at this. The English with a little bit of a false start. But you can see them working the edges of the map here to try and get that advantage around. Oh, English and Spanish losing people in the middle. And immediately the 2v1 breaks off into a 1v1, and over on the other side. Now it's a 3v2 situation. Now it's a 3 versus 3. Could this be a moment for the Spanish to get another round on the board? The English have got to try. And look at them trying to circle around, trying to stay out of the way of that really nasty stab. That reaching stab that you get with the bayonet. And now it breaks off into 1v1s for each individual person, with each person trying to cover the person on their right if they possibly can, and protect the friend on their left. And look at that, first one in the centre, got a stab right in the centre, as we're waiting to see what happens. As down goes one of the Spanish, down goes another Spanish, and down goes the final man. Once they got that kill, it was going to change the initiative of the battle very quickly. 11-3. Wow. Pausing to stretch. Indeed. And we're off. Let's go up and have a look at how the teams... Oh, look at that in the centre. They've already lost one of the Spanish, and they've lost another Spaniard on the left now. This is immediately what the English should keep doing. They keep separating out the numbers. Look at this. Now it's a 4v1 situation. 5v1. Yeah, that was never going to last. No matter how hard those brave fellows from Spain fought, they were overcome by the sheer weight of numbers. And you can only, you know, slap only so many 17 inches away before one of them will hit you in the eye. It's just a simple fact of life. Bit of a punch-up going on the lines. That's what I love about Napoleonic Wars players. They can be so daft sometimes. Right. Everyone's healed. And we should be ready to go very soon. Here we go. Now you notice there, they stop right in the centre on both teams. Kind of seeing who gets the advantage. And look at them separating off the numbers down here. As now you can see another Spaniard dies. And this is what the English keep doing. The separation of numbers. And now it's a 2v. Oh, it's a 4v. Oh my goodness, can he force her? And there we go. A punching team killers. Poor old Marquez falls at the final round there. Well, not the final round, but the final moment of the round. So, 13-3. The Brits are ready. The Spaniards are ready soon. And we shall get underway. Here we go. Let's watch this battle. As you can see now. Oh, the Spaniards have lost a man in the centre. Immediately you can see over there the 2v1 situation. They're pushing. And now you can see the 3v2. Here come the reinforcements of the English. They've managed to kill Hertz in the centre. And now you can see them a 1v1 situation. The United Kingdom turning it around with a quick flurry. A triple of kills there. Taking it to 14 rounds to 3. This, ladies and gentlemen, is match point for the English versus the fine melee skills that have been on display by the Spanish, I have to say. Fantastic display, very skilled, every single one of them. You have to be to get this far, that's for damn sure. But let's see. Looks like we've got a bit of a hold while they sort out numbers and sort out some other things that are going on. No doubt admins are communicating either via text in text chat or voice comms together. Don't know the details. We wait. And like so few of them are still. They can't be still. It's just not in their makeup. There we go. Spain was down a man. Now Spain is a full complement. Everyone gets healed and they're away. And there we go, English GB taken down on the left flank almost immediately. They're then starting to be pushed back by the Spaniards. The Spaniards are starting to envelop the remaining Brits on the right flank. And this is going to be a nasty situation for the Brits. It's going to be really serious now. As Morris, literally fighting for his life, gets one kill, goes a little bit spinny if he can. Trying to force those kills. Oh, he's done a fantastic job so far. 3 versus 1, but sadly for him, Maurice could not hold them back indefinitely. But a fine display of melee combat there from Maurice from the English team. The odds were most certainly against him, and he lasted a lot longer than most. Let's see, Maurice with a 36 ping today. And they're off. Whoops. Okay. Something just, that was either a brain fart or a hiccup or something happened. And yeah. And we're off. Match point again for the English. Look at this here on this side. Immediately they get taken down, the Spanish. Oh, and this is going to be a bad situation here. It's now, there we go, 3v1. And there you have it. Wow. A final kill there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has been, and look at that, all the GG, well played. Nothing more important, in my opinion, in gaming than sportsmanship. You may lose to somebody who is an arch rival, but to show respect to that arch rival if they win, and to show humbleness if you lose, etc., that kind of stuff, it's a good thing. Anyway, that has been another Napoleonic Wars World Cup competition. We'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.